Today we are going over some new cards that have been announced. So, without any further ado, let's jump on in. The first one is the Sun God's Poet Help Homer, which is a Merrick card. So let's see what it is. It is a level 5 Dark Attributed Fiend type monster with 2000 attack and 1400 defense. I think that is the exact same thing as that the original had. So let's see what this one's effect is. You can only use this card's name 1, 2, and 3 effects once per turn each. Okay, sure, that's fine. You can discard one other card, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so that's basically like that, what's it called? The Black Witch card. Second effect, if this card is special summoned, you can add one Sun God card from your deck to your hand, except the Sun God's Poet Help Homer. And then if your opponent's life point are at least 2000 higher than yours, you can discard one random card from their hand. Okay, that's nice. I don't know how you get 2000 life points lower than them, but at least it's nice, I guess. And 3, during the end phase, if the Immortal Sun God was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, I mean, nice little hand recursion, I guess. Okay, so I don't know what actually to expect from the archetype so far, but this seems like a decent little effect. Well then, let's see, what is the next one? It is the Sun God's Destroyer, Makiora. It's a level 4 Dark Attribute Warrior effect monster with 1600 attack and 1200 defense. I think that's also the same as the original Makiora, and you can only use this effect's name 1 and 2 once per turn each. Okay, sure. First effect, if this card is normal or special summoned or sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can set one Sun God spell trap from your hand or deck. If it is a quick play or a trap card, it can be activated this turn. Okay, that's nice, I guess. During the end phase, if the Immortal Sun God was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so this one also gets back. So I see a running theme already, and I think that the Immortal Sun God is probably some new variant of the Wing Turner Ra, and it will have some effect by sending them back from hand to the graveyard after the combo. So yeah, let's see what that will do in the future. Then we have the Sun God's Terra Machine, Gil Garth, which is a level 4 Dark Attribute Fiend type with 1800 attack and 1200 defense. Okay, I don't know if that is also in line with the original, but let's assume it is. You can only use the discard's names, first, second, and third effect once per turn each. Okay, sure. If you control a Sun God card, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's nice, I guess. Second effect, you can tribute to this card, then target one other card in either graveyard and send the one Sun God card from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, place the targeted card on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so a little bit of graveyard recursion there for either yourself or some interruption of some sorts for your opponent. Okay, and the third effect is during the end phase, if the Immortal Sun God was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard back to your hand. Okay, sure. Then we have the Sun God's Torture Device, Visor Death Shock. That's a pretty hardcore name, and that will be centered in the actual TCG. A level 4 Dark Fiend effect monster with 800 attack and 1200 defense. Okay, sure. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay, that's fine. First effect, if a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you control a Sun God card, even during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return one other card on the field to the hand/extra deck, and if you do, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. I mean, I guess that is nice. Like, 800 damage is not nothing, and you know. But yeah, we will see how actually relevant this will become. The second effect is cannot be destroyed by battle, which is kind of nice actually. And the third effect is during the end phase, if the Immortal Sun God was sent to the graveyard this turn, say it with me chat, you can add this card from the graveyard to your hand. Okay, so yeah, I mean, so far these cards seem really decent. This is not going to be meta at all, or at least I don't think so. But yeah, these cards seem fine. Then we have a beautiful artwork of this card and also a very beautiful and cool looking full art version of the card. So it looks cool. As you also see Merrick on top of its head, I think. But yeah, that's pretty cool. This is the Sun God of Darkness, the Winged Dragon of Ra. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. The Sun God of Darkness, like the sun gives us light. Like, how can the sun god be of darkness? But besides that, you know, let's just read its effect. It's a level 10 divine attributed divine beast type monster, which is also a fusion monster. Okay, with question mark attack and defense. That is fine. The fusion materials are the Winged Dragon of Ra and 3 sun god monsters. Okay, that's kind of a hefty price to pay, to be honest, to summon this, but maybe its effect will make up for it. The first effect is unaffected by other cards' effect, which is already pretty nice. The second effect is once per turn during the main phase, quick effect, you can discard any number of Sun God cards, then choose that many of your opponent's occupied main monster zones and make your opponent send the monsters in those zones to the graveyard. Okay, that's actually really nice because it bypasses protection effects like targeting and also destruction and also being unaffected themselves, because you're making the opponent send them to the graveyard instead of you sending them to the graveyard with this effect. It's your opponent doing it. So Ultimate Falcon and other unaffected monsters like Lyca Dancer are actually not immune to this. So that's actually really nice. And the third effect is when an attack is declared involved to this card, you can pay life points so that you only have 1 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the amount of life points paid and the total attack of all Sun God monsters currently in your graveyard. Actually, that is actually pretty nice, because what is the total attack point value of the other ones? Like Hellpomer had 2000 and the rest had like, what was it, 1800 and way less. So that's actually a really nice boost that can lead up to like 4000 plus life points extra. So actually really nice. That's actually pretty nice, the extra attack gain, I mean. And then we have, oh, Lava Golem is also getting a fusion variant. So let's see what this guy is called now. The Sun God's Steel Cage Lava Golem. It's a level 8 fire attributed fiend type monster, which is also a fusion monster. Okay, sure. It has 3000 attack and 2500 defense. Okay. And its materials are 1 Sun God monster you control and 2 face-up monsters on the field. Okay, so before I am going to read the rest, I assume that this is not going to be a super poly target. I don't know. I just have the feeling that this is not going to be an actual real super poly target, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. And the effect is cannot be used as a fusion material, which is already really nice. And the second effect is must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from your action deck to your opponent's main monster zone by sending the above cards from either field to the graveyard. Okay, so it is a super poly target technically, but it is your opponent who gets the monster, not you yourself. So yeah, it is a super poly target. I was wrong on that one, but it's a bit of a weird super poly target, if you get what I mean. And then the last effect, or at least what I assume is the last effect, is you can only special summon the Sun God Steel Cage Lava Golem once per turn this way, no matter which method you use. Okay, that is very much what I expected. And oh, this is the actual first effect. This all was just, I don't know, explanation on how the card works, I guess. The first effect is once per turn during your standby phase, you take 1000 damage. Okay, I think that could have been a little bit more, like 2000 damage, but you know, it's still a fine card in my opinion. Then we have this new spell card, which already looks like a more Egyptian themed Monster Reborn, which it most likely is, but let's just see what it is. The Immortal Sun God is its name. It's a quick play spell card, and you can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn each. First effect, special summon one of the Winged Dragon of Ra monsters from your graveyard or banishment, ignoring its summoning conditions. Then if it is the Winged Dragon of Ra, send it to the graveyard. And if you do, you can special summon one the Winged Dragon of Ra monster from your extra deck. Send any monster summoned by this effect to the graveyard during the end phase. Oh, okay, I get what this is trying to do. I think that this is trying to do the Monster Reborn shenanigans that Merrick did in the anime. And because, you know, during Battle City, a whole other set of rules were in play than the actual game does. So I think that that is the reference that this card is going to make with its first effect. And that is also basically what the rest of the archetype so far is going to do. Basically mimic the anime. Second effect, during your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard one Sun God card, add this card to your hand. Oh, that's actually really nice. That's a nice effect. So it really is trying to do the thing that Merrick did in the anime. And then we have a few more cards, I believe. Yes, we do. So this card is the Sun God leading down into darkness. The artwork looks like it's straight from the manga. I think that someone in the comments will probably confirm or deny this, but I think it's from the manga because it just looks like it's from some manga panel against Joey, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like. As for the effects, activate this effect by sending one the Winged Dragon of Ra monster from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Oh, okay, I mean, that is easy enough. So the first effect is during your main phase. If this card was activated this turn, you can add the one Sun God monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, so perhaps this is more or less the searcher of the deck, I guess. Then the second effect. If a monster is destroyed by battle, inflict damage to its controller equal to its original attack. Then if you have the Winged Dragon of Ra in your graveyard, you gain 1000 life points. Then we have a trap card named Sun God Domination. Okay, it's a normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay. First effect, if a Winged Dragon of Ra monster is on the field, apply these effects in sequence. Okay, so you get both effects, that's nice. Special summon one monster from each graveyard to your field. That's nice. And if the Winged Dragon of Ra is on the field, take control of all monsters your opponent controls. That seems rather powerful. Okay, maybe there is hope for this archetype. And the second effect is you can banish this card from the graveyard and tribute one the Winged Dragon of Ra monster, gain life points equal to the attack it had on the field. Oh, okay, so this is how it really wants to gain life points. It basically wants to outgrind the opponent by just having more life points, even though that's not really relevant anymore because because on tournaments nowadays you get a double loss if it's not concluded, you know. So that is not really relevant, but it is a funny little effect it has. And then this is the last card. Let me check. Yeah, this is the last card. We have the Sun God's Protector, Egyptian God Slime. Okay, so now we have an Egyptian God Slime that is in the shape of Obelisk. That is a fusion monster. And now we have an Egyptian God Slime that is a trap card, or specifically a continuous trap card, in the shape of Slifer the Sky Dragon. Actually, that's pretty nice. I do like that one, that they incorporated more or less the all the Egyptian god cards into one archetype, with the Winged Dragon of Ra being the focal point in this case. So it's a continuous trap card, and you can only use one card with this card's name per turn. Okay, that's fair. First effect, special summon this card in defense position as an effect monster, aqua type, water attribute, Level 10, attack 3000, defense 3000. It is also still a trap card. Okay, that might come up actually. The first dot is, if it is special summoned, you can add one Sun God card from your deck to your hand, and then if it is a monster and this is your opponent's turn, you can special summon it. And the other point is, cannot be destroyed by card effect. I mean, that is just nice. And we also have a little bit of a extra thing, because we have an alternative artwork of the Immortal Phoenix mode of the Winged Dragon of Ra. I think that this card really looks amazing. Like, it really looks cool with all the fire and the flames, and you see the Winged Dragon of Ra itself. It's like its golden form itself underneath it. I really think that this is a cool artwork. So yeah, I really like this. And will I play it myself? Probably not, but maybe in the future, at some point, just for funsies, you know, I will test it, perhaps, but I'm not sure yet. But it looks like it's going to be a fun archetype for those who are a fan of the anime, primarily. But yeah, I think that people are going to have a lot of fun with this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.